Hello everyone, this is Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a couple things going on that I hope you will find inspiring. I have 3 journals that I finished for my Full of Grace collection that I talked about yesterday. Yesterday I showed number 1, Full of Grace number 1, and that's listed in the shop. And this is number 2, number 3, and number 4. So we're going to look at those and I'm going to talk about my inspiration behind that. And then I have a box of supplies from the lovely Vicky Phelps and a couple other random things. But we're going to start off with these. So I've been doing a collection of single signature journals featuring the vintage images from my ephemera pack called Full of Grace. And you can get that in my shop, printed or digitally. So all of the cover images are from that kit. And if you want to see number 1, that was yesterday's video. That was a floral picture on the front. But I have a really pretty ocean bird here, and then 2 lovely ladies here and here. These have been really therapeutic. I've really been enjoying making them, and I will show you. So I've chosen this double-sided cardstock here for the cover. It's a nice thick cardstock, and I have a journal card. This is a cut apart from, I don't even know the paper pad because I purchased a bunch of papers, and this was one of them off of Facebook Marketplace, and one of the crafty D-stash groups. And so I have no idea what pads these are from, or they're singles or whatever, but I've chosen this. And then this image is from Full of Grace. It is either Chinese or Japanese. It has the symbols there. It's really beautiful with the ocean. And then I have decided to highlight it with these beaded yo-yos. These are from Yvette, and she is one of my suppliers, and I know you all love her work. I don't think she has any of these for sale currently. She sold several sets in the past, and I have a feeling that she will probably sell more in the future, but they're beaded, and I chose these lovely colors to make some of the blues pop. And I found the glue, the best glue to use for this, if you don't have your hot glue out, is the Gorilla. It is, what is it called? Clear Bond is what I used. Gorilla Clear Bond. It holds within seconds and it is incredibly tight. So on the inside here, I have, this is a playing card. It's a mom reading to her daughter, and then a vintage Hallmark Bridge score pad sheet. And then I've just done a little stamping so you have some lines to write on. For the pages, I printed quite a few of them double-sided and then added a couple things. So I have some images from Modern Maiden Image Club. This light purple flower background is from there. You can join, I believe it's on sale or a good price right now in the clubs and collections. And they're more modern. They're still very beautiful. Some of them are cutesy. Some are beautiful like this. They're not vintage as in grungy, vintage, 100, 200-year-old look. It has more of a modern feel to it. I have a little butterfly here from My Porch Prints. This is my paper pack Forever Blue. And then this is just, I don't know if this was a freebie in my group. It's just a vintage image that I printed here. Have some fibers as well as a button. This is Periwinkle Blooms, one of my paper packs. I love how that looks in here. This is from Modern Maiden. I've added a little button dangle as well as a stitch wallpaper ribbon. This is Forever Blue. I've used some bird book pages. This is also from Modern Maiden. It's actually, I'm not sure, I think it was a journal card. I just printed it as a journal page. Forever Blue. This is from Joanne's paper pack called Rustic Riches. And I pulled it because of these oranges and creamy colors. Here's an old playing card I got in some Happy Mail. The clips on the top of this have these blue fibers. There's a little clear envelope with some goodies. And then on some of these coffee dyed pages, I stamped a dragonfly in the corner. Coffee dyed paper was from Above Par Crafts. I received that in Happy Mail. This is from Modern Maiden. You can see very modern, but still very pretty. And then I've added, this is a little coffee dyed like ticket tab, stamped a butterfly, and then I have added this applique right there. This is just a background page from Pixel Scrapper. More Periwinkle Blooms, vintage bird book page. This is from Victoria Designs. And then I've added a My Porch Prints, little applique on a coffee dyed scrap of paper, scrapbook tag, and these are from Vintage Image Club. These are the vintage tea postcards. I just printed them really tiny so that you have different sizes. A flower blooms for its own joy. This is Modern Maiden, Forever Blue. It's a vintage 1931, part of a bird book page on a Project Life card. And then I've stitched this punched circle onto this scrapbook tag. This is Modern Maiden, Forever Blue. This is a nature painting book. And I have just a little cluster with a golden butterfly dangle. This is from Modern Maiden. Just a piece of paper from Sunny Days, and I've done some ink blot stenciling. And these are both actually vintage. This is from a Canary book, very old, as well as a vintage 1990s Rocky Mountain flower cover. Just added some vintage elements in there. This is just a background page that I designed. Piece of wallpaper as a journal card. This is just a little cut apart journal card flip. Joanne made that. So pretty. Modern Maiden. Joanne sent me this as well. It's a vintage little book page that I've washi taped in there as a flip. Then the other side to everything. I have a little wallpaper pocket here with this is from Vintage Image Club. This is the Vintage How to Draw card. And then this is just a little journal card. This is from Tsunami Rose. It is a typewriter, and I have backed it just, I think, with some wallpaper. Little applique. Dragonfly stamp again. Little paper ribbon. This is the Rustic Riches. Little definition, lovely. That is from My Porch Prints. Little vintage tea postcards. Little book plate. This is from Victoria Designs, the librarian's shop. Speeding glasses allows one to read super fast and finish every book in the library. And then little key stamp. In the back, I've written, this is Full of Grace number 2. And then I have signed it so you know like which ones you're getting. The number 3 was this one. And I love how this cover came out. So I have this double-sided cardstock. And I want to say that I got this from Vickie when she sent me some of her ugly papers. But it's so pretty. I'm not sure that's actually where I got it from. But it's double-sided. I found this piece of green lace in my stash. And I just covered the spine. And then I've added a little strip of fabric here along the edge, a little bit here, and then this image from Full of Grace, and I backed it with a different fabric and added a purple button. A little pocket. This is from Down Purple Lane. It's one of my kits, and I've used the pages from that kit in this journal, plus a few of the ephemera pieces. This label is from that kit, Down Purple Lane, as well. This is a freebie that I had over in my group a long time ago. And then this is Down Purple Lane, which is pretty much purple floral themed with some vintage ladies. And then at the bottom of her skirt, I stitched some lace fabric and a little rhinestone to just kind of make it look like a fancy dress. This is from my paper pack, Yellow Roses. Some ledger paper. I've added some more of that lace. This is Down Purple Lane. Yellow Roses. This is a coloring postcard. Down Purple Lane. So that was my main. This is just some pastel lined paper I bought on Etsy. I put the link to this in my Facebook group. More of Down Purple Lane. This is my William Morris ink saver paper. And the background is white, and it just has some William Morris designs. They're from Design Cuts, I believe was the website I got that from. A little stamped rose. And then this is from Faith Image Club. God is light and in him is no darkness at all. And there's a whole bunch of faith-based images over there. And you can get that club on sale right now as well in the clubs and collections. Just a little index card. This paper is called Sweet and Breezy. Little book page, Down Purple Lane. Joanne made me this little wallpaper bag. I added a little bit of washi and put some little cut-aparts and ephemera in there. Joanne also sent me this postcard. Just tuck those in there. This is from Down Purple Lane. Some vintage music paper. This tag is from Down Purple Lane. I just backed it with some wallpaper. Down Purple Lane background sheet and stamped some big butterflies on it. This is Down Purple Lane as well. William Morris wallpaper. Vintage white paper here. Down Purple Lane. This is my paper pack Rose Gold. Book pages. Some little bingo sheets. Down Purple Lane. This is a pixel scrapper background that I like to use so it's easy to write over, but it looks pretty. Down Purple Lane. I've added some washi tape. And this is a new stamp I got. Many thanks to Vicky. She let me, she gave that to me. It is an ivy background stamp. It's a red rubber stamp, and I loved it. So happy with that. And you're going to see some more stamps she has for sale today in this video later. Down Purple Lane. This is a wallpaper pocket I got in Happy Mail. And then this is from Down Purple Lane. And I put this little coffee dyed back, made a pocket. This is Blessings Are All Around Us. This is from Faith Image Club. And then Joanne, little vintage book page she sent me. Down Purple Lane. Down Purple Lane. So now we're to the other side of everything. There's some stickers. Little playing card. Little grasshopper from the Victoria Designs Bug Kit. Little fussy cut images, little handmade by Lindsay Zenora card, little die cut butterfly, vintage paper, die cuts, and Joanne made this, and I just added, this is from My Porch Prints, and then Full of Grace number 3, and I signed it. And then number 4, I finished this one yesterday. I went really floral, big and floral. So this is another, no, was it double-sided? Yes, it's double-sided cardstock. And so then I have a kind of a green flourish paper. Then this bright scrapbook paper. This is a Paper Studio. Some fabric. And then this kind of almost medieval looking image from Full of Grace stitched around it and clipped on this gold bow. So really feminine. Here I have a big wallpaper pocket, and then this was cut out of a book on ribbon embroidery. This is my grungy, I forgot what it's called. I usually remember the names of stuff really well. It's one of my grungy paper packs. And then I've printed some of this. It's from Raspberry Road Designs, and I bought it as one of my Etsy purchases that I try to do every week. This is from Ancient Textiles. This is an envelope from Joanne, a butterfly die cut. This envelope has a piece of coffee dyed paper in it. This is my paper pack Pastel Florals. Some vintage writing paper. I have just layered up some washi and stickers. It had some writing on it, so I left that. It was really cool. This is Creamy Cranberry Garnet. And then this big ticket, I've just collaged up scrapbook paper, and this is from My Porch Prints. Little sticker. This is the Raspberry Road Designs. This is my brightly inked florals. Pastel flowers. Vintage music. These are from the Vintage Tea Postcards and Vintage Image Club. This is the Ancient Textiles. French Script Botanicals. And then this is one of the little cards Joanne made me. Added a little butterfly and stitch paper ribbon. This is brightly inked florals. Raspberry Road design. And then I made a fabric pocket. This was just a boring book page. It said a sampler alphabet. It was from that ribbon embroidery book, but there was no pictures. So this is the same pink fabric I used on the front. And I left it hanging off the edge as a fabric tab. I stitched it, glued it, stamped keys on it. And then this is a fairy postcard I got from Joanne. And then a die cut ticket. And I've added a Tim Holtz Down to the River. It's the other side of that really pretty book. Some stickers. This is actually an end page from a book, but it was just solid pink, so I put it in here. This is from Vintage Image Club. I just printed it tiny. Those are the vintage rose postcards. This was die cut out of that ribbon embroidery book, just a tag. And then this is Pink Floral Maps. That's one of my paper packs. Raspberry Road Designs. I have some vintage Rolodex cards with some stamping, book pages, and then William Morris Ink Saver. Raspberry Road, I've done stamping. And then I got this in Happy Mail. It was a watercolored picture. I die cut a tag out on some vintage paper, little vintage die cut from a bird book. A tall bag with just a red double tag here. Done us bird stamping on that. Little clock flash card. And we have the other side to everything. More vintage tea postcards. This is a playing card. I've done some Glimmer Mist. This is also from Faith Image Club. God is my strength and power, and he maketh my way perfect. Little pocket. This is from Calico Collage. It's one of her it's her fairy kit. I don't remember the name of it, but back when I was working with that fairy kit, I printed it half size to do a mini journal, and I had a few pieces left. So I just put the little pocket in here, and then there's some die cuts. Another stamped Rolodex card. French Grip Botanicals. Just the other side to everything. This is from that ribbon embroidery book. I love to look at books as potential. I mean, it's just a book. I think I paid 75 cents for it. It has all these gorgeous ribbon embroideries that I can cut out and use as journal cards. This is a postcard, coloring postcard. And then here I made a little belly band on this vintage paper. And then Joanne, I think it was Joanne, made me this little flip. I added a button. Pastel florals. This is I die cut one of the fairy pages from Calico Collage and added, this is from My Porch Prints, and Full of Grace number 4. I have already started Full of Grace number 5, and I've started that. It's got a really pretty Eastern art goldfish print for the front, but it will be made very similar to these. I'm excited to share that with you in the coming days. So I've got those. Yesterday, I found a couple more things to add to my section. I have 2 more sets of the Martha Stewart Christmas washi tape, brand new. So that'll be in Lindsay's Supplies. And then I found this stamp. It's got like the cityscape. Brand new. This is a penny black stamp from 2013. It's called Skyline. So this is in Lindsay's Supplies as well. Before I get into Vickie's, these are Joanne's, and I showed them before, but because of technical difficulties, they did not get listed. They're little fall packs that have fall ephemera in them, and you'll get a random bag, but these are going to be in Handmade by Joanne. We're finally getting them added. So now we're going to go look at all of Vickie's goodies. So we'll start with the handmade stuff. She has 2 handmade items, and then we will look at the supplies that she has sent. So this is the first one. Look at this closure with that hook. Pretty. So this is a journal, 2 signature, very pretty, very floral and gorgeous. She has called this Tulips and Butterflies, a refurbished book. And then super pretty. It's so nature and floral. Look at that. It's a little butterfly clip, and she's added like a rhinestone to it. Got some fairies in here. Places to write and places to clip things and add photos. She's used a fairy kit. I don't know whose, but little pocket. Love that hummingbird. So pretty. It looks like she might have added some shimmer to it. Some gorgeous stamping. Little pocket tuck. Really pretty. It has a vintage and a modern feel all at the same time. These are, I don't know if she colored them or what, but they're like fussy cut out and added to the pages. Little hummingbirds, but there's a little bit of sewing. So it's just kind of like all things pretty that we like. She used ribbon to bind it. I've done that before, and I've been very impressed with how well it holds in the signatures. Wow, look at that. So it's like an acetate pocket. And there's a big white tag in the back, and you could put your information or whatever with that. That's gorgeous. And then she also did a Halloween journal. This one's cute. It's fabric covered. She added a little ghost. Boo, this is fabric here. That's neat. It says spooky. Got a really cool little, oh, that's a heart. Really cool. All right, let's take a look inside. This is called Halloween, of course. So just a little, it's cute spooky, you know, like you could give it to a child or you could use it yourself. Some really pretty items too. The purples, the oranges. I like how she has the pretty floral and then the cutesy. I know Vickie makes mini albums, and I love how she uses some of those tricks and things that she's learned with mini albums and makes her journals feel that way a little bit too. Like you can add in photos, jack-o'-lanterns. It's a little paper bag. Be a lot of fun. So those are her handmade things, but she does have a box. It's mostly stamps and dies, and these are going to be very reasonably priced. And she's found them. She was able to buy out somebody's entire crafting collection, and then she's reselling them for us. I bought a few things from her. Joanne's already gotten something from her, and now it's your turn. So this is Dreams and Dragons. This is a Stampin' Up! Wooden stamp set from 1996, but it has a dragon and a knight, a unicorn, a princess. It is so cute. I know somebody's going to definitely want this set. This is a, I'm sure, retired 96. I was only like 11 years old when this set came out. So that's so great to have that. This is a Stampin' Up! 2002 set. And happy birthday, friendship, Christmas, baby. There's a bee, a flower. So there's the wooden blocks, and then you put these stamps on them. This is called the Fine Print from 2002. This looks new. Then this set is called Mini Mates. It's also 2002. It's not been put together yet, so it's all in here. Let me just open it so you can see. These are the stickers you put on it, but it has a whole bunch of different sayings and sweet little things in it, hearts and bees, and you light up my life, and you can use the little light bulb. You got the little hang in there just to note you're sweet. So really, really cute. And then I love wooden stamps. So that looks like it has not been used either. This is another Stampin' Up! Set of everyday flexible phrases. And again, it does not look like it's been used. So these are just all different words you can put together to make phrases. And it has kind of that typewriter-ish font. Yeah, it's all in here. This is like a red rubber, and then you put them on the wooden blocks. Or you probably could just leave it as is if you didn't want it on the wooden blocks. So all those useful words. This is, now these, I think some of these probably have been used. This is all different random nature stamps. So we have a leaf, a bouquet, flower. This is a butterfly. There's no image on the back, but that's a butterfly. A bucket of flowers. This says, let's be friends. Let's, yeah, there you go. Let's be friends. There's another flower. There's a bush. They're in great condition. There's a dragonfly. a little doodle flower, a leaf, and a bunny. So these look like mostly 2001 vintage Stampin' Up! Stamps, but they're in great condition. So this is the nature set. And of course that bunny would be really cute on Easter journals as well. And who doesn't love dragonflies? So I think this is an incredible set to add to your collection. Okay, next. This is the random. This is the Steal of a Deal random. All the little things that didn't belong anywhere were put in here. But this could still be a treasure trove for somebody. I'm going to put my little curtain up here. That sun is blinding me and I can't see what I'm doing. So here we go. So this is a note from Carol. So if you know, I mean, it's a beautiful stamp. If you know anyone whose name is Carol or your name is Carol, you know, this is a praying hands stamp. Gentle thoughts during these difficult days. And then oh, happy day. So glad we're here for each other. A bunch of miracles happen. There's like a present in an envelope, a teddy bear, and this says Bonnie. So these are random. So they're super cheap. Just if somebody would like random stamps, maybe pull out the few you want. Back to our pretty sets. This is a 2005 Stampin' Up! Set. Look at how pretty these are. They've been used, but they're in great condition. Aren't those gorgeous? Flower, dragonfly, and leaf. So that's a set of 3. These would be really pretty in your nature journals. It's probably kind of hard to get these stamps too. This set is Christmas. Christmas wooden. Wishing you a never-ending season of peace. There's a little tree, little hot cocoa mug, warmest holiday wishes. There's a snowman. This poinsettia is beautiful. And then a just for you to and from. So that is a Christmas set of wooden stamps. This is also Christmas, but it is both rubber and clear. There's 8 Christmas stamps in here. And I'm not going to open the bag right now, but I will put them out for the photo so you can see exactly what's in there. These are 2 large Christmas background stamps. There's a big Santa's fireplace and then a snowflake background stamp in the background. So there's that. Christmas cardinals. So there's some cardinals and a poinsettia stamp. These are beautiful. These are 2005 Stampin' Up! 18 Christmas dies. So ornaments and snowflakes and all of that. I will take a picture of that. 17 Christmas stamps. These are mostly snowflakes with a few sentiments. Very pretty. Great condition. 3 Christmas embossing folders. And these look like trees. Don't know how well you can see those. This one has pine cone. Like acorn. But I will try to get... It's hard to take a picture of embossing folders, but... I will try. Took a lot of self-discipline to not buy all these things off of her. I bought a few things. Here's a big background stamp and it has peacock feathers. This is a background stamp. This must have been the lady she purchased it from. But this is a linked dots background stamp and looks like new condition. And then this is pennant numbers. This also looks like it's in new condition. You have the 2 banners and then the numbers. That would be great for vintage journals, for sure. This is a birthday themed wooden stamp set. So you have candles, a swirl, an arrow, a little banner, happy birthday, stars, swirls, heart, a bigger star, and some balloons. And of course, you could use, this for celestial. You don't have to just do birthday. You can kind of do what you want there. This set is really pretty. These are sayings and words. So we have grateful, always, cherish, joy, kind, and wish. 2007 and 2005 Stampin' Up. I know somebody's going to love those because it goes perfect in almost any journal. So this set is a 2001. It's called Friendships Grow. Look at how cute these are. They looks like they've been used, but they're in great condition. Little girl in a watering pot. Look at that. Oh, so there's that set. This is Hedgehog Happiness from 2000. So cute. Look at that. Like if you put that in a little garden journal. Oh, so cute. And then this one is Little Boys. Puppies for Love. Frog snails and puppy dog tails. Little pirates catching little critters. So cute. Have these Christmas dies here. This is a big Christmas die. Really beautiful. And then more Christmas dies, and I will have pictures of all of those. There's another set. I'll have pictures so you can see what comes in everything. She has a few fabric 13 by 13 inch squares. Perfect to cover journals. She has a few different sets. This is brighter colors and then softer colors. So I think that's everything for today. I know it was a really long video, but I wanted to share everything with you. The plan is, plans change, but the plan is to show you some items from Barb Hutchinson. She's a new supplier with me. I am full up on suppliers, so nobody else ask. I have more than enough right now. In the future, I might bring more people on, but I am added one or two more than I meant to, which is wonderful for everybody, but full-on suppliers. Barb's the newest one. You're going to love what she made, and so I'm looking forward to showing you tomorrow if that works out.